कि लगता है राजदार बहुत जानता है और राजदार को बचाना जरूरी है।
ये सरकार सीबीआई को एक हथियार बनाकर सभी अपोजिशन लीडर को खत्म करना चाहती है।
ऑनरेबल सुप्रीम कोर्ट द्वारा इस मामले के इंटर स्टेट होने के कारण, इसमें इंटरनेशनल मनी लॉन्ड्रिंग होने के कारण और साथ ही साथ सीरियस रेगुलेटरी फेलोर्स होने के कारण और मामले के अभियुक्तों के एलेज पॉलिटिकल नेक्सस के होने के कारण सीबीआई के जांच का आदेश सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने दे दिया।
उनको केवल अपने विरोधियों के ऊपर ही सीबीआई छोड़ दी, ईडी छोड़ दी, इनकम टैक्स छोड़ दी।
जैसे जैसे चुनाव करीब आया है, भारतीय जनता पार्टी, केंद्र सरकार मिलकर के सीबीआई का दुरुपयोग कर रहे हैं।
गवर्नमेंट इन बंगाल run by Trinamool Congress does not believe in democracy. Officials are acting in cahoot with the government.
Mamata versus CBI, Modi versus Mamata, or Modi versus the rest. You can describe the situation in different ways, but what we are seeing unfolding in Kolkata is absolutely unprecedented. Let's look at the key events. A CBI team goes to the house of Kolkata Police Commissioner Rajiv Kumar on Sunday evening to examine him in the Sharda chit fund case. The CBI team is detained by the Kolkata police and taken away, and the CBI Kolkata office is surrounded by West Bengal police. It doesn't stop there. The centre deploys paramilitary forces outside the CBI office in Kolkata, and then Mamata Banerjee decides to sit on a dharna. With whom? The Kolkata Police Commissioner Rajiv Kumar next to her. And this person, Rajiv Kumar, a serving commissioner, an IPS officer, is being treated by the CBI as a potential accused in the chit fund cases. Mamata Banerjee launches an attack against Narendra Modi from the protest side and says the CBI raid is an attack on democracy. There was massive ruckus in Parliament, with Rajnath Singh saying there may be a breakdown of constitutional machinery in West Bengal. What is he hinting at? Mamata Banerjee has received support from a slew of political leaders, including Rahul Gandhi, Arvind Kejriwal, Akhilesh Yadav. CBI approached the Supreme Court against West Bengal government's non-cooperation in the matter, and the matter has now been posted for Tuesday. Let's begin our discussion. Joining us right now, Saugata Roy, Lok Sabha MP of the Trinamool Congress. We also have Shaina NC, spokesperson of the BJP. AP Singh, former CBI director, is with us as well, and we will have a spokesperson from the Congress party on our panel. Sanjay Jha is joining us. Let me go across to Saugata Roy first. Saugata Roy, the Supreme Court had asked the Central Bureau of Investigation to investigate the Sharda chit fund case way back in 2014. The CBI says it only wanted to examine Rajiv Kumar, the IPS officer who is the Kolkata Police Commissioner. If it was only about questioning, interrogating him, examining him, then what was the problem?
See, the CBI Supreme Court passed the order on 9/5/14. It's almost 5 years since then. The CBI did not choose to interrogate Rajiv Kumar at that time. Now with elections 2 months away, they say they want to interrogate Rajiv Kumar. They send him no notice that they want to interrogate. They have sent him no notice that they are coming to his house. They are not carrying a warrant for his production, and they suddenly with 40 CBI officers turn up after 6 p.m. at Rajiv Kumar's house. What sort of interrogation procedure is this? The whole matter is to humiliate the state government and to show it in a bad light. On the other hand, if you read the original Supreme Court judgment, it says...
But Mr. Roy...
It lauded the role of SIT headed by Rajiv Kumar. The state police agency has done well.
But Mr. Roy, if you're saying this smacks of political vendetta, if you're saying that this smacks of political vendetta and Rajiv Kumar is being examined only before elections, but then why react in this manner? Why hold a dharna? Why detain the CBI team? They're also an investigating team like the West Bengal police. Why detain and take them away from the spot?
Nobody has been arrested. They were creating a ruckus in front of the police commissioner's house. That's not called for, that's not warranted. Rajiv Kumar, in fact, headed a SIT which was praised by the Supreme Court. They said the state police agency has done well in making seizures, in registering cases, in completing investigation in most of the cases and filing charge sheets and bring those who are responsible to book. So the Supreme Court praised the role of Rajiv Kumar headed SIT in its judgment on 9/5/14. Then why go to interrogate him without notice, without information, in an improper fashion, sending big number of
but Mr.
CBI
Saugata Roy,
officials? These questions
but
are
Mr.
not
Roy,
answered.
you would probably agree with me.
Yes.
While you were right with the 2014 order, there is also an order from 2018 where the Supreme Court has pulled up both the agencies, the Special Investigation Team that is there in Kolkata, headed by Rajiv Kumar, and the CBI for summoning each other's officials. It also told the SIT, you cannot summon CBI officials in this manner, even if it is for recording a statement, because both the agencies are just doing their job. Remember, this was a very important point in the case as well. And I'd like to go across to Shaina NC. Shaina NC, the question that is being raised by the TMC, and it's a valid point. What were you doing all these years, all these months? Why just ahead of elections is the CBI team going to the residence of Rajiv Kumar?
Parikshit ji, please allow me a fair hearing. Firstly, this is not some vendetta politics. This is the Supreme Court guideline which says that the CBI must act immediately on this particular case. And why is the Trinamool Congress protecting Mr. Rajiv Kumar? Please tell me what vested interest do they have to contradict an independent agency called the Central Bureau of Investigation, which is working in accordance with the Supreme Court. So I find it really funny when Mamata Banerjee ji announces a dharna and lashes out through the media saying that this is, harmful to the Constitution. If at all what you are doing is harmful, because you have a Supreme Court verdict which says that this investigation must happen at the earliest. If for 5 years it has taken its own course of correction, that is not vendetta politics. That is not a strategy in terms of a political one-upmanship. That is in accordance with the evidence provided. Now, if this is in the public domain to go and investigate and question one of your officers, the way you've made it out to be as some kind of a midnight coup only shows you the insecurity of the Trinamool Congress vis-a-vis the days to come. I don't think that the detained CBI officers released have anything to do with a witch hunt. It is about an investigative agency, as is the Election Commission or any other agency that is working in accordance with evidence and based on their independent findings, and in this particular case in accordance with the Supreme Court. So if you're going to constantly believe that oh, Mr. Rajiv Kumar is our commissioner and we need to protect him and we are the ones who are here to file a sense of security or political insulation, I think you're doing a disservice to the institution itself. Do understand that the Sharda Chit
you're doing a disservice
has
to the
lots
institution.
of names which have come up, and we are not insulating anyone. So why are they doing so?
Let's get an AP Singh. Let's get an AP Singh, the former CBI director. I'm sure, Mr. AP Singh, you must have handled or seen these cases at some level. The question that we'd like to ask you: what happened yesterday? It was clearly unprecedented, but the CBI action, was it wrong in the manner in which it was carried out, protocol-wise? The interim director had said that yes, they can proceed without a warrant from the magistrate.
Well, it's a Supreme Court monitored or a Supreme Court ordered investigation. So the CBI has every right to examine people, arrest people, search their houses. So there is no bar on that. But the police commissioner is a very important functionary of the West Bengal government, and normal protocol which you would follow, which is not necessarily legal or illegal, is that you inform the state government before. You talk to the DG, you talk to the chief secretary, you even talk to the chief minister. and you tell them that this gentleman is not cooperating with us and we would like him to appear before us, and you would preferably want him to appear in your office. You would not like to really examine him at his residence at 6 in the evening. So I think that, protocol-wise, it was avoidable. I mean, it was because there was no real urgency also, as you were saying that this case had been going on from even 2018 is almost a year. So there was no such urgency that you have to go in the evening to examine him. He's not an accused. So you could have, if he's not cooperating, you could have got the state government to order that he appears before the CBI office. If the state government is not cooperating, you can go to the High Court. And if that doesn't happen, then you could go to the Supreme Court like you've done today. I mean, today, basically, you're saying the same thing.
Okay, but detaining the CBI officers in this manner, surrounding the CBI office?
Yeah, no, you see, that's become a bad situation because it's not been handled properly. Obviously, the state government police officers who report to the police commissioner are going to be agitated, and you know how the police CBI officers go. They are basically in plain clothes. So you can mess around and later on you can always say that, we didn't know that they were CBI officers. So you are unnecessarily putting your officers at risk. So at that point, I think that maybe, they could have followed a better protocol or a better way to handle the situation.
They could have followed a better protocol. Probably they should have informed the Chief Secretary. Sanjay Jha, to get you in on all of this. Today, Rajnath Singh said in Parliament that it looks like there is a breakdown of constitutional machinery in the state. Even Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, the former West Bengal Congress chief, has questioned Mamata Banerjee. Why are you protecting Rajiv Kumar so much? That's what Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary is asking. What is Congress's point of view?
Well, Parikshit, let me tell you, I think anybody who has followed the authoritarian or autocratic conduct of the Modi government will tell you that the CBI has now become a laughing stock. I mean, it's a brazen tool of political victimization. I mean, look at the state of the CBI today. I mean, isn't it obvious to everybody? The CBI number 1 and number 2 at open war, and the government backing one against the other. The matter is up to the Supreme Court, and it's a sorry state of affairs under Narendra Modi. Now, as far as this case is concerned, let me tell you, it's very straightforward. The rules of law tell you what, that the CBI can only enter a state if it's been invited by the state government, or there is a direct court order which allows the CBI to, kind of investigate whether it's a case of corruption or crime. Now, in this case, it is not, let's clarify this, it's not a Supreme Court monitored investigation. By the way, the matter is pending before the Kolkata High Court. I mean, there is a summons there, there's a stay order there. And I think at the end of the day, as I think the gentleman just spoke before me was absolutely correct, if Mr. Rajiv Kumar has to be investigated, he is not a criminal. He's not some kind of a, accused who's been convicted. You have to ask him questions. If there's a suspicion that he's trying to stall the investigation or body evidence, why would the CBI come without notice? Why isn't there a warrant? Why isn't there a notice? Why there is no communication to the state government? I think this is an attempt by the Narendra Modi
important questions for the BJP.
Absolutely.
Okay, important questions for Shaina NC. Shaina, respond to what Sanjay Jha is saying. He's saying, why reach there unannounced? You're dealing with the commissioner of a city, of Kolkata Police. Was the chief secretary informed? Was the chief minister's office informed? You could have always told them that this person is not cooperating, and legal routes were always available.
As I said, firstly, there's no political vendetta because we were only following the Supreme Court orders. Now, second, if there is a question where somebody is being arrested, I can understand you asking this question, Parikshit. But for just general questioning vis-a-vis a case which is such a big scam where there has been political insulation of the party in power, I think it's most unfortunate to try and pitch it as if to suggest that, is this timing questionable? Should we have followed certain procedures when we have only followed what the honorable courts have told us to do? Not us, the Central Bureau of Investigation as an independent agency. Every time you question the government as if to suggest that this is some kind of a conspiracy, I think it's unfortunate, because that is not the case. This is a case which has been delayed too long, and the courts have pulled up the Bureau of Investigation and said that why haven't you gone to the residence of the Kolkata Police Commissioner? The Sarda case, the CBI only intended to question Mr. Rajiv Kumar. And if Mr. Rajiv Kumar's guards asked the CBI to approach the local police station instead, it shows you what a situation it is in West Bengal vis-a-vis the Home Department, where if they feel that this is their fiefdom, as should not be, I think it's extremely unfortunate to go through this kind of a public controversy.
I'm sure the BJP has fully briefed you on the issue. Was the Chief Secretary informed? Because not just Mr. AP Singh, before I came on this broadcast, I spoke to another former Special Director in the CBI, and he too said that the Chief Secretary should have been informed in such a matter.
Well, my question is that whether somebody should be informed or not is based on a larger assumption that there is going to be some kind of action taken against a particular person. If it is just general questioning, why doesn't the country's premier investigative agency that is independent in its own accord allowed to ask questions of another officer in a state? This is not a state versus centre battle. This is about the chit fund scam, where you have the Sarda issue being deliberated and talked about for 5 years. If he had taken action, you would have said, oh, there's no evidence to prove so, and this is vendetta politics. If we've chosen to stay away and leave it to the Honourable Court's directions, you are trying to pitch it as if this is some kind of a threat to the Constitution.
Very clearly. And there are some larger political questions for Saugata Roy as well and Sanjay Jha.